Alright then, hello everyone and welcome back to OMRL season... Oh no, what season is it? This is very early, or very late notice for commentary. Season 4A. I didn't know there was A's and B's in OMRL, it's pretty cool. I believe that's a new thing. So we're here for season 4A of OMRL racing here in the mobile leagues, the bottom tier of mobile. Now the fourth tier after EMRL has been added. We've got 18 drivers on the grid. I know about 3 of them, but we go nonetheless. I don't know who's quick. I don't know who's quick on this track. I don't know this track. I don't know what's a good time on this track. So we will see what happens. I know that Vinny was pretty good on PC. That's about it. But first up of qualifying, it's definitely not him. He's P13. Tyne takes provisional pole, the only one into a sub 33. I believe that is a good time. I will stream. Nico, can you allow me to stream, please? I'm not able to because I have no permissions on this server. But yeah, that seems, at least by judging it off of the other times, that seems like that's a good time from Tyne there. I don't actually know what car he's in. Once I'm streaming, I'll get the teams and drivers up. But second lap of qualifying, it's still him. No one improving to sub. That could actually be the only sub on the grid. I'm not too sure. I take it that is a good time. Someone please let me know in the chat. But currently 1.3 tenths ahead of everyone. That is definitely pretty damn good for him. Anything in a 32 is apparently good. Okay, so that is apparently a very good time for OMRL. So Tyne could be one of the favourites for this race then, which is always good to see. And it is going to be Tyne on pole position. No one else actually improving to a sub. So it is going to be Tyne on pole position here in Zandvoort race 4. I'll need to look at the standings before we start the race, but that is Tyne on pole position, followed by Tatao in P2, Nick in P3 with a 33.07, Eloshin in P4, Kozil P5, then it's Oscar Fan, Milo, Compressor, HYL, which I believe is like Highland or something. I'm not too sure. S6A Pyro in P10, rounding out the top 10. Then we have got Slower Nick, Pablo something, just Pablo, Vinny, Omer Bob, Lemons, Fast Pace, Mark, and Sharp Tires in P18, rounding out the grid. Alright then, we are on the grid, ready to go racing 18 laps around the Dutch circuit. That is Tyne on pole, Tatao in P2. No more delay, we are on our way. A big run into turn 1. Tyne gets away well, blocks off the outside from Tatao. Let me get the names up so we can see what's going on. Nick gets a good start. The top 3 seem to have broken off just about here. That is a massive 4 wide into this very deep hairpin there. That is Omer Bob and Fast Pace running each other off the track. Up at the top, there's big gaps forming. HY is pushed completely off the track by Milo there. Milo's actually gained quite a few positions. However, it looks like he has maybe murdered his way up to the top here, ramming through into the wall, trying to take Tatao with him. It looked like up at the top it is Nick and Elokshin. Tyne has dropped back 2 positions, about to be 3 with Tatao moving across the grid. Please remind the grid to choose 2 compound. There is a 2 compound rule indeed. I will do that in just a moment after the start has ended. That is Elokshin leading the race, followed by Nick, who's going down the outside into the double right-hander, the very long right-hander. Omer Bob has called it quits already. Cool. Very, very early surrender from the Turkish driver. That is Tyne, trying to make his time up from fighting with Tatao at the start, but Tatao is going to come back at him. Of course he is, into turn 1. Tatao goes for the move, backs out of it there. He's going to let Tyne catch up to the top 2. We're watching the minimap for this. Then we've got a massive pack here from P5 all the way down to about P11 there with Pyro, and that is Pablo catching up just a little bit. Compressor and HY looked like they were in a little lag rocket there. However, none to work for now. Oscar Fan just biding his time behind them as well. Further back, not too much going on. Lemons has dropped back quite a few positions. The top 4 are fully off the track. Elokshin is lag rocketed off of the track there. He's down into P4 out of that pack by Total. That looked just like a lag rocket. I don't believe that was anyone's fault. Tyne made up positions there as well. He's off the track just about, going down the inside of Total into the hairpin. Doesn't get the move done. Total takes a bit of grass there. That is Nick leading the way from Tyne from Total. They're going 2 wide, almost 3 wide into the sweeping right-hander, into the left-hander. Tyne has lost a little bit of time there with some good lines from Total and Nick. Big grass cut there from Total seemed to work out just about. That is Compressor seems to be catching the top pack for that group. Total off the track there. That's like the 4th time he's done that so far. Nick keeps the lead from now. He's doing a great defensive job. He is actually very fun to watch. Has the top 3 been so far? That is very unlucky for Eluxian though. He's now down in P5 fighting out with Compressor, hoping he can catch up the top 3 again, and looks like the top 2 are going at each other. Total has actually dropped back. That is Tyne and Nick. Tyne trying to go for the dive bomb into the very technical section here, backs out of that just about. Total. Okay, apologies. Tyne trying to go down the outside of Nick into turn 1. Nick keeps the inside line, pushes Tyne just a little bit wide, but I don't think the move was ever there for Tyne on the soft tires. Let me remind them, 2 compound rules apply. Oh, I can't. There we go. So there is Tyne once again going for the same move, backs out of it at the same place, loses a little bit more time this time. Then we've got just behind Total Compressor, Eluxian. Where is Eluxian? He's down in P6. Oh, this race has not gone well for him. Not well at all for the German driver. That is HY catching up the pack. Oscar fan really slowing Eluxian down there. Maybe his teammate is up ahead. It doesn't. Oh wait, yeah he is, but I think Eluxian seems to be out of the chance for the win here. Tyne and Nick still going 2 wide. Oh, into the left-hander, into the very technical section. Tyne sets up the exact same move as he does, takes a bigger grass cut, and goes through as well. Tyne getting pushed, very close to the grass there. That is scary stuff. However, neither are choosing to back out, and they're having a great fight here. Total and Compressor going 2 wide there. They're losing each other time. Tyne and Nick not really losing each other too much time because the drivers behind are all fighting. But up at the top, this has been a great battle for P1. They've got a 2-second gap. They can afford to fight just a little bit, but one too many mistakes, and they're straight back in the fight with the rest of the pack. Sort of slowing down just for now. Total taking a much deeper grass cut. We've got a big pack here. It is Milo, Slower Nick, and Pyro fighting it out for the top 10 position. Only P10 seems to be the positions for them. All the soft runners coming into the pits. That seems lap 8 is the pit window for the soft runners, except SSS Pyro, who chooses to stay out on the soft tires. He's going for an overcut on those softs. They don't look all too bad, so maybe just all the soft runners want to go for the same undercut and none of them getting the benefits of it. But Total trying to make it difficult for Pyro to get anywhere so far. He has pit, so he should have the right of way, but I don't imagine Pyro is going to let him go all so easily. He takes the outside line, so he's going to peel into the pits, takes the grass. His overcut will not have worked whatsoever. In fact, we will have just lost in places. Provisional P1 and P2. Let me find them. Here we are, both on the medium tyres now. Still 2 wide. Every time we go to them, they're 2 wide. Just about. That is Oscar fan leading the way. He's going for a Laguno-esque overcut. About some of the only mobile knowledge I actually know. But there's SSS Pyro. I forgot one S. He's DNF from P12. Interesting stuff. That is 2 DNFs so far, being SSSS Pyro and Omer Bob, or Bab. I'm not really sure how to pronounce his name. Not too sure what's happened with them. Mark on debut down in P15. I didn't know that was his debut. So you will inherit a couple positions, or just one position after the pit lanes, from Lemons, who is provisionally second to last. Sharp Tires is last currently, taking not the best line. He's going to pit off of the medium tires right now. Lemons in P15, then Mark on debut, fast ape but fast paced in P13, then Vinny, Slower Nick, Milo. There's 3 of the same car. I'm not sure if that's meant to be the case in mobile. Eluxian, P9 after being on P1 for the majority of the start of the race. He's had a torrid time out there. Then it's Kozil and Pablo fighting out for P7, HY, and Tatal, two not teammates. Those cars just look similar. Now we've got a pack of 3. Oh, this is the... Oh, wait, never mind. Oscar Fan's pit. But something's happened there. I don't know, maybe, if Oscar Fan is held up. Is he... Oh, it is teammate play, maybe. I don't know if he was trying to hold up Tyne there, but it's not worked. Nick has lost the slipstream from Tyne. Compressor seems to be just about in this pack as well. There is no teams, Nico. You're very right. This is OMRL. I will promptly shut my mouth. Let me have a little look at the standings. Who's currently leading? It is Compressor on 64 points, Tyne on 63 points, and Oscar Fan down about 10 points back. So this will get Tyne a huge jump on Compressor if it stays the same way. Currently, he will be leading... That would be 25, and that would be 17. Oh, I don't know, but about 10 points would be the gap from Tyne to Compressor going into the season finale next week, which will be interesting to see. Where is the season finale, as Nick has caught Tyne here into turn 1, makes a little mistake there. Tyne taking the defensive line. It is Montevideo. Oh, that will be a good season finale. Nick taking the defensive line. All this time that they're losing fighting each other is just allowing Compressor to catch back up, so we could, with just about 4 laps to go, have a 3-way fight for the win of this race as Pablo pits for the second time, the only driver out there on the 2-stop, actually HY as well. 2-stop definitely not the optimal strategy. Tyne once again taking a very heavy grass cut. Faking a move down the inside, backs out of it, takes the grass cut. He is pushed wide there by Nick. Yeah, that is not a good defensive move from Nick there. Unfortunately, Tyne tries to go down the outside, goes for the switch back into the double right-hander, into another right-hander, into the left-hander. Oh, takes a wide line. Will he go for the switchback? Never mind, he's sending it around the outside. Has the inside for the start of the technical section. Nick absolutely thundercuts it down the inside of Tyne. That is a terrible move from him. Compressor's now in the fight with just 2 laps to go. That is terrible move from Nick there. That's lost them both about 1.5 seconds, and Compressor now in the fight fully here. Tyne has the inside of Nick. He will have the inside for the next 2 corners, next 3 corners actually as well. Nick trying to go long around the outside. They've all got the same tire, where I believe Compressor just biding his time behind, tries to go down the outside of Nick, gets pushed wide by Nick. Goodness me, Nick is on a mad one. Tyne makes a big mistake there, pushes Compressor to the inside grass as well. No one wants to concede positions, but all the time they are just losing each other's space. This is yeah, not the best racing here, as the desperation of a last lapper sets in here. I'm going to get rid of the ghost cars for now. That is Compressor seems to have lost the slipstream from Tyne. Tyne definitely out of the fight from Nick for now. However, Nick, I'm not too sure if he will keep the lead of this race if he does win it on track. Last lap here through the technical section. Any mistakes from anyone? That is a big mistake from Tyne. However, it doesn't look like it's going to mean anything on track. It looks like it is going to be Nick who takes the win here in Zandvoort. Will it stay? We'll need to wait and see after the race. That's going to be Tyne in P2, Compressor P3, Oscar Fan in P4, Tatal P5, Kazil in P6, HY fighting Eloshin all the way to the line in P7. Eloshin with a torrid race out there in P8 after leading the race. Milo slower Nick. It is going to be slower Nick who gets the jump on him with the ping. Milo in P10, Pablo in P11. That's going to be Vinny getting P12 in the pits. Sure. Then it's going to be Fast 8, but fast pace in P13. Lemons coming home in P... Did he lose the position there? Oh no, he almost lost the position there. I don't know what he was doing, but he comes home in P14. Mark in P15 on debut, I believe. Sharp Tires in P16. And then we've got the 2 DNFs of S6A Pyro and Omer Bob in P17 and 18, rounding out the grid, I believe, on 0 points. And then just a very quick look to the drivers' standards before we head to the post-race debrief. It was Tyne who takes the lead of the drivers' standings with 1 win in Portugal. a P3 and his second P2 here in the Netherlands. Just behind him is Compressor with 2 wins, 1 P3 and P4, only 4 points between them. Then just about 20 points down, 13 points down is Oscar Fan. Another 10, 15, 20 points actually, but behind him is Eloshin, Nicholas, Kozeo Tatao, Milo, Honey Badger, and Pablo in the top 10 of the standings. Yeah, that was definitely an interesting race. I think the championship could be quite interesting going into Montevideo, and I would very much encourage everyone to go feast your eyes on OMRL check. That I imagine there'll be quite a few unhappy drivers there, maybe in the names of Tyne and Compressor. All the top 3 getting very dirty with each other there in the end stint, or the last couple laps at least. But it is OMRL. The pressure is high when you're leading a race or in the top 3 or even in the fight for a win. So, and it is racing at the end of the day. So I don't know. I probably won't be commentating Montevideo, but good luck to all the drivers then. This video will probably be out in 6 weeks when my file sends to either Majum or Nikhil. But until next time or ever I commentate a mobile race, I will see you all later. Adios.